Welcome to the Cocktail Spirit from the Small Screen Network. I'm your host, Robert Hess. Now, gin is one of those spirits that a lot of people seem to be afraid of. When I'm talking to people what drinks they like and don't like, usually they say, I don't like gin. I don't drink any gin cocktails. Gin is an interesting product. It starts its life out the exact same way that vodka starts its life out. Both products distill their raw fermented mash to almost pure alcohol. They then take and, for gin, goes through a process of adding a little bit of extra flavor to it. And then both vodka and gin add water to bring it back down to the standard 80 proof or 40% that most products will be sold at as a spirit. The flavors in gin are predominantly juniper, but on top of that, they usually add like dried orange peels, dried lemon peels, maybe sometimes some dried lime peels, some angelica root, maybe a little bit of licorice, some cardamom, even lavender in some cases, and some gins even add cucumber and rose petals to them. The standard gin, though, is going to taste a little bit heavy on the juniper flavor. That's what the flavor is supposed to be. The thing to remember about gin, however, is that of all the base spirits, brandy, gin, rum, tequila, whiskey, and vodka, gin is the only one you don't drink straight, typically. You drink shots of tequila, you have brandy snifters, you can do brandy snifters of fine rum, you can do shots of vodka. Gin, you never have a brandy snifter of gin. People don't do shots of gin. Gin is meant to be in cocktails. It's meant to be balanced in a cocktail. A gin cocktail should not taste like juniper. Shouldn't slap across the face with a tree bough. It should taste like a well-balanced drink. So what I'm going to take and make for you today is a drink called the Jasmine cocktail. It was invented by Paul Harrington back in the 1990s, and it's a wonderful cocktail to introduce people to what gin cocktails really can be about. The Jasmine starts with gin, as we've been talking about it. We have 1.5 ounces of gin that we add. Then we add 1 ounce of Cointreau. We've used Cointreau a couple times already. Cointreau is just a orange flavored sweet liqueur. You can also think of it as being, it's like triple sec. Matter of fact, Cointreau essentially is one of the original triple secs that was out there. It's a really good product that adds a nice sweetness as well as some orange flavor. So we add 1 ounce of Cointreau. Then we have 3/4 ounce of Campari. Again, Campari is one of those products you really don't want to drink straight until you've really acquired a taste for it, but it does add an awful lot of good oomph to many different cocktails. This one it plays a specifically important role in. And then we add 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. And carefully measured because it is lemon juice. Now, one of the interesting things about the Jasmine, and what I use to introduce people to it, I'll ask them first, do you like grapefruit juice? And if they like grapefruit juice, chances are they're going to like the Jasmine, because the Jasmine tastes almost exactly like grapefruit juice. And even the color itself, it looks like grapefruit juice. But as you saw, I didn't put any grapefruit juice in it at all. Now, the lemon juice is going to have that citrus bite to it to a certain extent. And the Cointreau is going to add a bit of orange. You can kind of see some grapefruit stuff going on there. If you've tasted Campari, you can kind of say, okay, there's a bit of kind of a concept of that bitter sharpness that's in grapefruit in the Campari. And you might stop there. You might say, okay, Cointreau, lemon juice, Campari, that's the grapefruit flavor. But if you try making this with any other spirit other than gin, it's not going to taste like grapefruit. Amazing as it might seem, the juniper and other flavors in the gin actually contribute to the flavor of this drink and allow it to taste like grapefruit. And there we have the Jasmine cocktail.